Hello there, welcome to Wednesday. Greetings and salutations from just outside Castlebar here in County Mayo. Yes, we're live on Global Irish Radio. It's the Daily Crack with me, Sean G. October the 29th, 2025. It's starting to get a little bit a little spooky round here. Things are starting to get scary. Not you, Margaret. Oh no. The season of Halloween, it's almost upon us. All the trick-or-treaters, they'll be out and about on come Friday. The weather will be kind of bad as well, so watch out for that. We're telling you now, there's nasty weather on the way. Of course, here in Ireland, we invented Halloween. Yes, we did. Samhain, steeped in customs and traditions and superstition as well. And then the Americans got hold of it and they turned it into a binge fest. That's what they did. Trick-or-treating and candy and all of that stuff. It's become a $1 billion industry, would you believe? Yes, it has. It's worth a lot of money. Actually, Halloween is the second biggest commercial holiday in the United States. Christmas is the only one that's bigger than it. So can you believe that? How's about that? Commercialism at its best. Apparently Americans spend about $12.2 billion on Halloween, or that's what they spent in 2024 alone. Apparently more than the GDP of some small countries. What are they spending it on? Well, costumes, candy and decorations, and now all of that crack, all of that business has caught on over here in this country of ours as well. Whereas years ago, we used to have apples and we had bracks, the Bahrain brack or whatever you call it. And that was Halloween for a long, long time. And then, of course, it became very commercialized over here now. And we have much of the same things. Actually, speaking of the Americans, of all those billions of dollars that they spend on candy and costumes and stuff like that, about $700 million on costumes for pets. Yeah, the poor dog and the cat or whatever have to go through the misery of dressing up for Halloween as well. It's all part and parcel of, as we said, the second biggest holiday of the year. And it all, as I say, started out here in Ireland. We can claim all of the big ones. St. Patrick's Day, big celebration globally. Valentine's Day, we have him buried up there in Dublin somewhere in a church. He belongs to us too. And now Halloween is ours as well. So a pagan festival that has deep roots in our Celtic traditions here, as you probably well know. But yeah, in the old days, we had nothing but the brack. And it's amazing that we didn't choke on it because they put a ring in it. And that was the highlight of Halloween, getting the slice of brack that had the ring in it. It's amazing that at this day and age of all of the health and safety rules and requirements that we have in this country of ours, that they're still allowed. Are they still allowed to put a ring in the brack? I think they are. So it's one of the great Irish traditions roundabout. And it sells a lot of bracks as well. We hated brack, but we had to eat it. We wanted it because we wanted to get our hands on that ring. And I was looking online. Apparently some bracks have a lot more than rings. Some of the bracks had like coins in it. They had matchsticks and a whole plethora of things. I'm surprised that there were not lawsuits in this era of, as you say, chasing the ambulance and all of that crack, that more people did not die from choking on rings in the brack around about Halloween. I wonder they do it in other countries. I don't think they get away with it in America or on the continent of Europe, places like that, because they'd be sued when youngsters might choke on the brack or break their teeth or stuff like that. But that's what we did here in this country. That's where we got our entertainment and our kicks, if you will, around about Halloween. And yeah, so some of the other things that in the old days, and I'm not sure if they still do, is and I'll tell you what they put in and the meaning, the significance of it. If you found them, the ring is kind of easy enough to understand, but if you found a coin, congratulations, you will enjoy good fortune in the coming year. If you found a rag, unlucky you will have ill fortune this year. And if you find a green pea, not that other pea, that's bad luck and you'll definitely not marry in the coming year. If you find a matchstick, oh dear, for the next 12 months, your love life will be filled with strife. And if you find the silver ring, good news, you'll be wed before the year's out. So those are some of the items that used to end up in the brack. And the significance of finding them. So, of course, everybody wanted the ring, didn't they? But that's a lot of things to put into a Bahrain brack, isn't it? Halloween. You gotta love it. Friends, we are live here on Global Irish Radio. Is the Daily Crack with me, Sean G. That little programme we do between the 3 to 4 o'clock hour. The times may be off a little bit this week because, as you know, daylight savings time ended here. We put our clocks back an hour last week. So there's a time difference with the United States at least, so keep an eye on that. If you miss it live for whatever reason, you can go to thedailycrack.com or wherever you get your podcasts, as it will drop later on today. But for all of the other programs as well, keep an eye out on the schedule, because it's a little bit all over the place. And speaking of that will be one of the topics that we will be ranting about on the Irish Ranter, the next edition or the next episode of that podcast, the Irish Ranter with Mr. John Gurry, will drop later on tonight, hopefully, if we get round to sitting around and having a bit of a powwow, having a rants, raves and roguery. That's what it's all about. theirishranter.com or wherever you get your podcast. But yeah, that's we'll be talking about the presidential election, different things. But one of the things that's on there is the time change. So not sure what the ranter's angle is on it, but as far as I'd be concerned, I'd be much happier if they left it alone. Make life a lot easier. So there you go. But coming back to the time change and all of that, keep an eye on the schedule for Global Irish Radio, because some of the programs, we operate globally, so we are in a few different time zones, and things get a little bit hairy. Things get a little bit all over the show around about this time of the year. After next weekend, when the Yanks put theirs back, things will be, I think, normal again for a while. We can rest easy again for a while. Welcome along, friends. We do hope you're well this Wednesday, halfway through the week, hanging the race. You can make it. Speaking of, I see a nice little piece in the papers today, the Irish Daily Star, on the subject of Halloween and the economic benefits of Halloween, because as you know, it is growing in popularity, and it means dollars or euros or whatever. Well, anyway, the tourism chiefs, they're trying to cash in on all of that, because as you know, we invented Halloween, much like we did St. Patrick's Day and the other holidays. But anyway, tourism chiefs have generated over 50 million by selling Ireland as the home of Halloween destination. Finally, they're capitalising on our roots and the Halloween traditions. The initiative is designed to highlight the island of Ireland as the authentic birthplace of Halloween and to drive autumn tourism. You know, at the end of the summer, when all of the tourists are going home and we're entering the off-season, the weather's nasty, miserable, raining, much like the rest of the year. But anyway, that time of the year when tourists, they're leaving, the tourism chiefs are saying, they'll say, hey, hang on, there's an opportunity here, a big opportunity. Look at all the money those Yanks are spending on Halloween, billions and billions a year. Maybe they'd come to the home of Halloween, the original home of Halloween, Samhain, and spend some of that money over here. And apparently the campaign has already generated more than 50 million in incremental bookings through strategic partnerships with major travel platforms, with further growth expected. So only the tip of the iceberg is 50 million euro. There's more money on the table, and working with a lot of these travel platforms, the likes of Expedia, Priceline, and putting packages together, there's potential to expand and develop the off-season tourism market. So that's what they're hoping, anyways, to say the tourism chiefs in this country of ours. The campaign was active in 12 overseas markets, showcasing Ireland's Celtic heritage and the Halloween festivities across the island from September until November. And these include things like renowned events such as Derry Halloween. That's an event that takes place in Derry, obviously. The Pucka Festival, which is in County Meath. The Macnas Halloween Parade in Galway. The Bram Stoker Festival in Dublin. And Fire and Shadows processions in Longford and Limerick. So these are some of the Halloween themed, I suppose, events, or events that then can somewhat tie in to Halloween from a marketing perspective, and they are pushing them and promoting them in 12 overseas markets, all with the goal of getting people over here to spend their money in this great country of ours, so we can continue to enjoy these high standards of living. Now, Tourism Ireland Chief Executive Alice Manzarus said the island of Ireland offers our overseas visitors an authentic and original experience at this special time. Our Home of Halloween campaign celebrates both our Celtic heritage and the fantastic modern day festivals across Ireland. And they've seen apparently remarkable uptake on our Home of Halloween campaign from global broadcasters like Global Irish Radio. Well, they don't mention us specifically now, but I know they're talking about us. Global broadcasters, publications, online stuff, travel platforms, which are seeing incremental bookings. So The drive underlines Tourism Ireland's commitment to promoting the whole island of Ireland as a premier Halloween destination, and the campaign builds up on last year, where overseas visitor spends grew by about 9% to about 6.9 billion is the amount of money that tourists dropped in this country last year. So we're happy with that, but we're always looking for more. And as I say, the tourism chiefs seeing the potential and trying to exploit the fact that Ireland is home of Halloween. It all started here many, many moons ago with all kinds of traditions and things that happened. And then, of course, it changed a little bit along the way. It became a little bit commercialised. But isn't that the way that's the way the cookie always crumbles, really? So Halloween coming up, and lots of trick-or-treaters will be out and lots of tourists will be visiting. We hope. We hope you're well, friends, this Wednesday. And what have we got for you? Lots to talk about on the programme today. We have music as well. So if there's something you want to hear, studio at gir.ie. We'll take a look at some of the top trending series news stories of the day. And song and story. We've got a song and the story behind it. We'll bring all that. Hopefully we'll squeeze all that in between now and 4. With you for the hour each day here on the Daily Crack. dailycrack.com is to say for all previous episodes. We are the Irish Diaspora Station, globalirishradio.com, gir.ie. By the way, I should let you know that it is World Stroke Day today. That's important because, I suppose we all know somebody that's been affected by stroke. And indeed, even ourselves, if we survive everything else, chances are stroke will get us in the end. It affects a lot of people. So it's worth remembering that there's an acronym to help you remember the signs of stroke, because recognizing and knowing the signs of a stroke very, very important, because as you know, time is crucial. Time is of the essence when it comes to somebody suffering from a stroke, and getting them help as quickly as possibly you can save lives. And as fittingly, the acronym, given the fact that time is so crucial, the acronym is Be Fast. That's what it is, friends. We'll run through it real quick for you. Be fast, as in B-E-F-A-S-T. B is for balance, is the person suddenly having trouble with balance or coordination. E is for eyes, is the person experiencing sudden blurred vision or double vision, that kind of stuff. Face, F for face drooping, one side of the face droops. Is it numb? That kind of thing. A is for arm weakness, is one arm weak or numb. Speech difficulty, is the speech slurred, that kind of thing. T, time to call 999 if you're recognizing those strokes and a person is in distress. So on this World Stroke Day, we remind you of that acronym. Be fast. Those are the ways to recognize the symptoms of stroke. So put that in your pipe and remember it. Weather, let's turn our attention to the weather. It's not a bad old day in the west of Ireland. There were some squally showers passing through earlier on today. It's cleared off and the sun is out. It's a little bit chilly out there, a little bit nipply out there, but that's, it is the season. We're told that expect nastier weather, unsettled weather is on the way, but nothing compared to what they've experienced, obviously, in Jamaica. Mega Hurricane Melissa has made landfall in Jamaica, the strongest storm to hit the Caribbean islands since records began 174 years ago. You see, these storms, they're getting more powerful, stronger, packing a greater punch. We know that here in the west of Ireland as well, and across the island of Ireland in recent years. We've seen some of these storms that come in here to be, pretty ferocious. And speaking of this Melissa, this Hurricane Melissa, it's important to us because we have to keep an eye on these things. We're in line for sloppy seconds when it comes to these storms and these big events, these weather events in the Caribbean and stuff like that. So Melissa headed off towards Cuba overnight, I think, and then may reach as far as Florida. I'm not sure of the current trajectory, but then it turns around and comes back into the Atlantic, and weather forecasters in this part of the world keeping one eye on events next week and possible, the different weather models that they put out to see the trajectory. So it could impact our weather. It most likely will impact our weather next week. How bad that will be, we will have to wait and see. Nothing like what they've obviously experienced in Jamaica. And I see that one Irish family is featured on the front pages of some of the papers today, at least on the Irish Daily Star, and they talked about the fact that they were rather scared with the storm coming to Jamaica. I suppose there's a few Irish people in Jamaica, but one Irish family on the island told the Star yesterday how fearful they were last night, and the night before as the large-scale evacuations were beginning, and there are pictures, I say, on the front pages of, the Daily Star at least anyway, some of the other papers too, I imagine, and their stories, further details on their story in the inside pages as well. So that's Hurricane Melissa. 295 kilometres per hour were the winds recorded there, in comparison to Storm Owen that made landfall here in Ireland last February, last February, had top wind speeds of about 180 kilometres per hour. So we thought Owen was bad, but this Melissa one, she was a complete and total beast, wasn't she? And we have to watch out for the remnants. Squally showers, we say, across the west today. Sunny spells in between. Not bad in between the showers. But for the trick-or-treaters and on Friday, the weather won't be great, we have to tell you. There's a weather event happening right now off to the Atlantic. I'm not sure if it has become a named event yet. If it has, it will be known as Bram. But it's a low-pressure system that's packing quite a punch out to the Atlantic. And it may stretch as far as these parts, the island of Ireland, over the coming days and unsettled weather. There are in fact already warnings in place. Status yellow rain and wind warnings have been issued by Met Éireann as that spell of rough weather is set to hit Ireland later this week. Thursday into Friday, just in time for the trick-or-treaters going out. So we hope that they won't blow away or anything like that. Today there's a status yellow gale warning. That'll be in place in certain parts of the country, mostly down by the southwest, I think. And tomorrow there's a status yellow rain warning. That will be in place in Cork and Kerry, again the southwest of the country, and that'll go on. There'll be windy conditions, rainy conditions throughout most of tomorrow and into Friday, and that'll be spreading eastwards and northeasterly across the country, as I say, into Friday for Halloween. So you heard about it here. Watch out, the weather will be nasty. Stones in your pockets, that kind of thing. Batten down the hatches and be prepared for heavy rain. And that's the thing. The slow-moving weather events, I didn't realise this, but that Hurricane Melissa that was moving in over Jamaica, that was a slow-moving thing, and the slower it moves, I was listening to Evelyn Cusick, the former head of forecasting here at the Met Service in Ireland, saying about the fact that the slower the system is moving, the more rain it dumps. So that's the... we get a lot of these fast-moving systems that come in and they move out to do a lot of destruction and stuff, and they drop rain. But the slower ones, that's where you get the heavy downpours of rain. Anyway, be ready for the weekend. Wrap up well and have the umbrella on hand. You will probably need it. It's a big congratulations to the girls in green. We were telling you they were in action last night against Belgium, and the rings in rows. Abby Larkin is her name, getting a goal in the 90th minute. The stuff of fairy tales if you win. Final score there was 2-1 to Belgium. Ireland beat Ireland 2-1, but here's the deal: on aggregate, Ireland win 5-4. So Abby saved the day for us, and only a 20-year-old girl, young girl. What's it say here in the papers today? Ireland win their UEFA Nations League playoff on aggregate last night, but it was, as I say, Abby Larkin that did the business in the 90th minute, getting that goal just near the end. And lots of talk and excitement round about Ringsend. She is found, they call her the Ringsend Rose. She's only 20 years old, and she had a fabulous game last night, and lots of people delighted and excited about that. And there was wonderful exchanges on, wonderful heartwarming exchanges, I should say, on Oliver's show this morning. Oliver Callan had Pat Larkin, who is Abby's godfather, and also her aunt, Alice Larkin, on the radio this morning. They were chatting. It was good-natured banter, if you will, and lovely, as I say, heartwarming exchanges between the three of them on the radio. You'd never think they were on the radio. It was a nice piece of radio, very natural, and, as I say, heartwarming stuff. Bring a smile to your face. So well worth coming back and checking out that. Is Oliver talking with Abby, the Rings in Rose. Well, her godfather at least, and her aunt, talking about that great win last night, and the feel-good factor that has enveloped Ringsend today. It's the talk of Ringsend in Dublin. So it was a good night for the Irish girls. Well done. Congratulations. And also, by the way, this morning on Oliver's show as well, it was a good show today. Colin O'Regan was on there, and he has a new book. It's called Gallivanting with Words. I'm always intrigued by Hiberno-English, which is the way we Irish speak English. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the term before. And there are unique words derived from Hiberno-English. The book is described as a playful romp with words, phrases, and that kind of thing that are uniquely Irish. So a lot of, like, as I say, Irish words are, we speak Irish, or we speak English with, because we come from the Gaelic tradition, or speaking the Irish, we speak, our pronunciations, or the type of English we speak is known as Hiberno-English, and oftentimes we apply Irish pronunciations to English words, which that's how you come up with the Hiberno-English. So you think of words like maybe distribute, some people would say distribute, so contribute, contribute, things like, but all kinds of different slang kind of words as well. And there's a whole plethora in them, and they talk about it in that book. I thought it was an interesting book, and lots of terms, endearing terms, not bad words or anything like that, just uniquely Irish words and terms that I suppose, like, we would refer to the road as a boreen, or the children as gosur and stuff like that. So crossover words, if you will. So it's an intriguing book, and it was an interesting piece of radio as well with, as I say, on Oliver's show this morning. So Oliver's programme, thumbs up today. Well worth going back, listen to that. Bring a smile to your face and bring some enlightenment to your world. GlobalIrishRadio.com, where we always enlighten you on the things that you need to know, keeping you connected here with Mother Ireland. Yes, the latest, the chitter chatter of the nation. Top trending news stories. We'll take a look at what's trending this Wednesday afternoon. President Michael D. Higgins, he's back home after a little stint in hospital. You'll be happy to hear. The good news is he's sitting up and he's eating a bit. He is, yeah. President Michael D. Higgins returned to the Irish yesterday and was back to work. Work? You call that work? Anyway, back to work after spending, as I say, 2 nights in hospital. The 84-year-old was admitted to St James's Hospital in Dublin. We were telling you about it yesterday. Voting. It was just too much. He must have caught something when he was out down at the polling station, and it knocked him out, and he had to go to hospital anyway. He was getting treated by, he was getting a course of antibiotics. His medical team said on Monday that there had been significant improvement since Mr. Higgins began the medication, and he was in good spirits. So you'll all be delighted and excited and happy to hear that. Our incumbent president, who is he's on the home stretch. He'll be out the door by November the 10th. He is doing better, as you say, sitting up, eating a bit, and he's getting ready for his garage sale. He'll be selling off some stuff as he plans to move back to the west of Ireland, to Galway. Interesting that, our current president and the president-elect both hail from the west of Ireland and Galway. In fact, they were old pals before they fell out over some political reasons way back. But anyway, Michael D., you might get some bargains. If you're looking for some old books of poetry that doesn't rhyme and that kind of stuff, he has a big collection of poems that he'll be flogging in the garage sale at Orson-Uachtaráin, no doubt, as he prepares to move west. But that's Michael D. Higgins, our president, doing better this Wednesday after that little bout of whatever it was that he picked up, and the antibiotics are working. Speaking of diseases and that kind of thing, Donald Trump, no, I didn't mean that at all. A slip of the tongue. But anyway, speaking of, let's go to the United States of America, where the Donald is nowhere to be seen. That's because he's on his Asian tour. The government's shut down and he don't care. Anyway, he's off, and he's, in fairness to him, he's keeping busy, and he's meeting a lot of people. Oh, he is. And the latest one, and the one that he's pictured with the new Prime Minister of Japan, who is a woman. US President Donald Trump hailed Japan as an ally when he met the new Prime Minister. I can't pronounce her name because it might sound like a curse word, but anyway, you get the picture. She compares herself to Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady. Doesn't look anything like her now, but in terms of, I suppose, the traits and her style and leadership and all that, she's been compared to the Iron Lady, Maggie Thatcher. And the Donald seems to like her. He likes this one. He doesn't like a lot of people, but he likes this one. She's a conservative, and he said her role as Japan's first Prime Minister, female Prime Minister, is a big deal, emphasising the US commitment to Japan. And Trump is trying to agree a $430 billion Japanese investment deal as part of a trade deal there. He said, anything I can do to help Japan, well, we'll be there. We are an ally of this at the strongest level. So he likes this new Japanese Prime Minister. She looks, she's self-styled, or she compares herself, and say, to Margaret Thatcher. Looks nothing as ugly as Margaret Thatcher. Don't be fixing those images in your eyes. She's petite and nice, and she's got a nice smile and stuff like that, but she's apparently kind of tough. And as you say, she'd have to be tough to rise to the top of Japanese politics. A very disciplined nation are the Japanese, and we often talk about them, in fact, on the Irish Rant. But there you go. The Donald is pictured shaking her hands, and as I say, he likes this one. He likes her. Elsewhere, I see the Irish Star USA reckons that the new president of Ireland, the president-elect Catherine Connolly, has been snubbed by the White House because there hasn't been any communication or anything of those lines. Well, he's out of the country now, come on. But you'd have to agree, she is not cut, our new president here in Ireland is not cut from the MAGA cloth. Let's be clear about that. Very quiet. She's probably what the MAGA movement would term, or what the Donald calls, left-wing radical lunatics. That kind of ideology. That's our new president. As you say, the left-wing parties here in this country came together, coalesced around Catherine Connolly, and she did the business last Friday, became the 10th president of Ireland. But not what you consider a conservative or anything like that. So, of course, the Donald and the White House were supporting Connor. Remember Connor and his visit to the White House on St. Patrick's Day? And Elon Musk and all the rest, they rolled out the red carpet for him, and they were supporting his bid to become Irish president. But of course, that never was going to happen, given the undemocratic nature of our presidential, the process by which you get on the ballot. You have to have the support of the establishment parties. 20 TDs are the 4 local authorities, which, they all vote along party lines. So it's very hard for a disruptor candidate or an independent candidate, the likes of Conor McGregor, to get on the presidential ballot in the first place. So it was never going to happen. But there you go. White House, according to, as I say, the Irish Star USA, saying she has been snubbed. But I'm sure they will put that right round about, sometime in the near, not too distant future. GlobalIrishRadio.com, GIR.ie. We bring you Irish radio programs from Ireland, Irish communities all around the world. If you stay tuned after this particular broadcast at 4 o'clock, it's the Ireland Calling Show from Auckland, New Zealand. Oliver Lee, another Galway man. I'm sure he'll be chuffed this week because Catherine Connolly from his part of the world is the 10th president of Ireland, so he'll be talking, no doubt, about that and his take on all of the stories making the news. Lots of good perspective on sports and different things like that, music as well. So that's the Ireland Calling Radio Show, which comes your way here on Global Irish Radio, 4 o'clock today, right after we go off the air. And Westlife, they're everywhere you look these days with their world premiere on the Late Late Show Friday night. Last week, the details of their upcoming 25-year reunion tour. Being at the post office yesterday, seeing the stamps, the commemorative stamps hanging on the wall. As I say, you can't. Inescapable is Westlife at the moment. They are everywhere you look, and every time you open a paper, there's something about them as well. The latest is Westlife. Westlife have compared themselves to the Beatles as they played the first of 2 concerts at London's Royal Albert Hall. These reunion concerts, the get-togethers for the 25-year anniversary, they've already started apparently. I thought they were way off in the distance, and they have been selling tickets to big shows later on. But Shane, the lads got together anyway at the London's Royal Albert Hall, and they kicked off the 25th anniversary celebrations in style. But they were more like the Fab Three in the absence of fellow original member Mark Feely. Mark's a bit under the weather at the moment. We're told that he will be joining them later on in the tour, but for now it's the 3 of them, the Fab Three. And Nicky told the sold out crowd there at the Albert Hall, we're just 5 lads from Ireland, and now here we are. The legends that have performed here include the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Frank Sinatra. All have stood on this stage, and now it's us, Westlife. We're truly humble. So there you go. Westlife at the Royal Albert Hall as they begin, marking the 25th anniversary of them getting together all those years ago. Fab 3 for now. Hopefully it will be the Fab 4 before too long. We wish Mark a speedy recovery. And finally for now, Kelsey Grammer. He's a dad again. He's been busy, not acting, in the bedroom. Anyway, I saw this. I'm a big Frasier fan, and love Frasier. Watched every single episode that there is, and one of the great sitcoms. And still, it has aged very, very well. You'll often see it on maybe on board flights and stuff like that, or some of the other channels. It's on the streaming platforms as well. But it's one of those shows that has really aged very, very well. And of course, Kelsey Grammer, the star of Frasier. Cheers before that, and I even have an autographed transcript of one of the episodes. So. Love the humour, the humour. It was called the intelligent humour of Frasier. But I want to congratulate. We have congratulations to Kelsey Grammer today because at 70 years old, he is a dad again. Yep, the 70-year-old announced he and his fourth wife. Told you he was busy. Kate Walsh have recently welcomed son Christopher together in the latest addition to the household. By the way, his oldest daughter is 42 and she was born way back in, I think, what was it, 1983 maybe, something like that. So Kelsey Grammer, 70 years old. Haven't seen him on the telly for a while. Problem with Kelsey Grammer is he kind of got typecast, didn't he? And what with him being in Cheers for so many years, playing the role of Frasier, then doing Frasier for about 12 seasons or something like that. He became... you can't imagine Kelsey Grammer being anything other than Frasier. So sometimes that can... sometimes if you're too successful, that can actually hurt you as well. And maybe that's the case. He has tried his hand with other things. He's been in some movies and different things. And they recently relaunched Frasier as well, which I'm saving. I haven't watched yet. But there you go. That's Kelsey Grammer at 70 years old. A father again for the 8th time. There's a bunch of young ones running around the place. Friends, we're live here on Global Irish Radio, studio GIR.ie. We hope you are well this Wednesday. Stay with us for the hour. We'll bring you up to speed on some of the stories making the news here in Mother Ireland this Wednesday. There's music too, a song and stories, all here on the Daily Crack with me, Sean G. Opening time for us, but closing time is the brand new song from the Tumbling Paddies. Take a listen to it.
Me off to meet the lads at the local spot. This town of ours is looking awful quiet. Nothing wild, nothing crazy. Sure you know I love you, baby. See you on the other side of midnight. And I'll be taking it handy on the bellies and brandy. I'll sip a few shandy when I'm washing down the wine, feeling frisky on Guinness and whiskey, knowing you'll be with me. A few beers down the line, where you go, I'll follow you. Where you go, and you know I'll always be true. Sure you know, and if I fall, I'll fall for you. Come close and tight. On the breeze blows your hair. We're walking on the Cultus stairs. Nothing's ever felt this right. So you know I want to settle down. There's no one else I'd want you round. But understand, I still need the odd night. And I'll be taking it handy on the bellies and brandy. I'll sip a few shandy when I'm washing down the wine, feeling frisky on Guinness and whiskey, knowing you'll be with me. A few beers down the line, where you go, I'll follow you. Where you go, and you know I'll always be true. Sure you know, and if I fall, I'll fall for you. I'm closing time. Closing time. Nothing wild, nothing crazy. Sure you know I love you, baby. See you on the other side of midnight. I'll be taking it handy on the bellies and brandy. I'll sip with you shandy when I'm washing down the wine, feeling frisky on the Guinness and the whiskey, knowing you'll be with me. A few beers down the line, where you go, I'll follow you. Where you go, and you know I'll always be true. Sure you know, and if I fall, I'll fall for you. Come close and time. Come close and time. Oh,
listening to Sean G on Global Irish Radio.
Hello, all you Global Irish Radio listeners out there, wherever you may be. It's myself, Finbar, here in beautiful northern Colorado, inviting you along to the Reigal Teigal Celtic Folk Show, streaming here live every Monday and Friday evening at 10 p.m. Irish time, where you're guaranteed to hear some rare old recordings from the old country and beyond. And it's all here on globalirishradio.com, the home of the Reigal Teigal. Listen to the Reigal Teigal on Global Irish Radio.
Yes, indeed, the Reigal Teigal returns this Friday at 7 with old rare recordings, courtesy of our pal Finbar, so not to be missed. Later on today, this Wednesday, it's the programme from Glasgow, Scotland with David Marks. Sounds Irish. Does sound Irish. Lots of Irish music in there, and country and Irish and trad as well, so check that one out. 5 to 7 Irish time. As I said, the time's a little bit off this week. Tom still goes out at 2 o'clock local time there in Chicago with Tom's Irish Radio Show. Check that one out for your requests and dedications. Tom at gir.ie will do exactly what it says on the 10. Another chance to catch this programme later on tonight as well. And we round out the night. Oh yeah, Sessions from the Cottage. If you like good traditional Irish music, top shelf trad we call it. Sharon Smith Iberly brings you the Sessions from the Cottage programme later on tonight. It's trad and trad derived tunes, top shelf stuff. And later on 10 o'clock I think maybe Irish time, or 9 o'clock. Check out that old schedule there at gir.ie. But great traditional Irish music, and then it's easy listening country music and Irish music with Michael Commons, our very own Michael Commons from Midwest Radio here. Goes out on the platform to round out your Wednesday night. Some of the great programmes coming your way this Wednesday here on Global Irish Radio. And don't forget Oliver right after we go off the air here at 4 o'clock. Now, some of the trending stories this Wednesday lunchtime. More than well, a lot of drivers would call it. The Gardaí were busy, let's put it that way, over the weekend. They usually are. They have a blitz on speeding and stuff like that, and drink driving over the bank holidays. And while you're off enjoying yourselves, they're out trying to catch you. But anyway, there you go. And they caught a bunch of people, and they've done their reports. They've uploaded the data. They've downloaded the reports. And here's what we can tell you. More than 3,000 drivers were caught exceeding the speed limit over the bank holiday weekend. Gardaí have confirmed, with one driver doing double the limit, and it comes following an extensive Garda Roads policing operation which came into effect from 7 a.m. on Thursday, October the 23rd, and remained in place until 7 a.m. on Tuesday, October the 28th. And indeed, we ourselves saw the speed vans out and about. The wonderful thing about being on the roads here in Ireland, if there is a speed van, chances are the other motorists will give you the heads up. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's what happens. And as we were driving ourselves yesterday, countless cars approaching us, flashing the lights, warning us to the presence of the speed van round the corner. Sometimes you think if people are driving too fast, they should be let be caught. But there you go. Does that make sense? Let be caught. They should get busted, in other words, because they're a danger to everybody. But that's the way it works. And with more road users on the road every year over the bank holiday weekends, there is a higher risk of road traffic accidents, particularly heightened if motorists have had a drink or two over the weekend. And as we have told you many, many times here on the programme, the Friday night of a bank holiday weekend is statistically the most dangerous time on our nation's roads. So that's when you got to watch out. Everybody's in a hurry to get to where they're going and that kind of stuff. And there was one case there I see over the weekend in Kilkenny, I believe it was, where the Gardaí came across a guy using the phone and they went and apprehended him, and he told them he wasn't texting, he was watching a video. How that's okay, I'm not too sure, and why he wouldn't want to go down for texting over watching a video, I'm not sure. But the Gardaí were astounded, so much so that they shared it on their social media pages. They share some of their stories and some of their some of the people they catch, the tales of their exploits, I suppose, on our roads on their social media pages. And one of them was where they encountered this driver and clearly seen on the phone, and the Gardaí turned around, sped after him, stopped him, and he said, I wasn't texting, I was watching a video. Anyway, there you go. Slow down, be careful, consider other road users. Now, another story, a top trending series news story this Wednesday. The sentencing of former Kilkenny hurler DJ Carey, who was due to be sentenced today for defrauding people by pretending he had cancer and seeking money for treatment, has been adjourned until Friday after the court was told he was in hospital. So there you go. And you'll recall he set up a GoFundMe or a fundraiser, and took a picture of himself with a phone charger out the cord going up his nose and stuff like that. It was all with the goal of fraudulently raising funds for an illness that he did not have. And what do they say? Mocking is catching. We hope it's not, but he was supposed to be sentenced today, not now going to be sentenced because he has checked into a hospital for whatever reason. Casey, with an address at Newtown, Maynooth in County Kildare, pleaded guilty last July before he was due to stand trial. He admitted 10 counts of dishonestly inducing people to pay him money after he falsely claimed to have cancer. So, a very high-profile case, and a lot of high-profile people contributed to that fundraiser. And, of course, it turns out it was a sham. That's DJ Carey, who, it has to be said, was a legend of the hurling game, a legend of the small ball, but now tarnished forever by his exploits, fraudulently trying to raise money for an illness that he never had. That story that's getting a lot of clicks, I can tell you, on the online news sites today. Another story, income from the licence fee, the RTE licence fee, that is, has dropped 4 million. Income from licence fee dropped 4 million last year compared to 2023, according to RTE's annual report. Yeah, let's go to the beginning of the story. RTE licence fee is down some 4 million compared to 2023. That's a big chunk of money. People refusing to pay up the licence because of some of the shenanigans and the payment scandals involving various people at RTE, and people not happy about it and showing their anger in terms of not paying for the TV licence. RTE is expected to publish its 2024 annual report following cabinet approval, and it states that RTE recorded a surplus of 5.5 million for the year. I wonder, does that include the 27 million the government gave them the taxpayers' money? Anyway, enough. The broadcast revenue is, the broadcast revenue is made up from commercial revenue and income from the TV licence, and the 2024 report states that the total revenue increased by 36.4 million between 2024 and 2023. There was a lot of job cuts and pay cuts and that kind of stuff. Your man came in and cracked the whip. Anyway, the latest figures, the latest numbers being released by RTE showing that there's a decline in the amount of licence fees being collected by the national broadcaster. And finally, for now, a pilot of a light aircraft has been found guilty for his role in the importation of 8.4 million worth of cocaine into the Midlands 3 years ago. Michael Luzak, 44, formerly of Primrose Avenue, Gigginstown, Naas, County Kildare, and now residing in Dublin, had pleaded not guilty to unlawful possession of cocaine, possessing it for the purpose of sale or supply, and the possession and importation of drugs worth €13,000 or more at Abbeyshrew Aerodrome, County Longford, on 4th of August 2022. Those, friends, are some of the top trending serious news stories of the day this Wednesday here in Ireland. Earlier on today, Margaret stumbled, she lost her way and found herself in the vinyl vault where it is covered in cobwebs. Haven't been down there for a long time. Cobwebs and all kinds of creatures, but she made it back out again and bought this track with her for you. The Westmeath Bachelor, Dermot O'Brien, fresh from the vinyl vault, which needs a good cleaning out.
I am a Westmeath bachelor, my age is 63. I don't intend to marry or raise a family. I'm happy and contented to lead a single life, and that's the reason why I don't intend to take a wife with a red stuff on her fingernails and varnish on her toes, gravel on her outer soul, whitewash on her nose. She can get a fancy barber to shave her neck or head. Well, that's why I'm a bachelor and I don't intend to wed. I'm living with me brother and his little cat and dog. I'm earning 7 and 6 a week for working on the bog. Why should I change this life of ease for one of trouble and strife? And that's the reason why I don't intend to take a wife with a red stuff on her fingernails and varnish on her toes, gravel on her outer soul, whitewash on her nose. She can get a fancy barber to shave her neck or head. That's why I'm a bachelor and I don't intend to wed. Last Thursday after market in the town of Mullingar, Joe Dolan introduced me to a famous movie star. She'd been married several times before to men of different creeds, and she thought she had a sucker in the bachelor from Westmead, with the red stuff on her fingernails and varnish on her toes, gravel on her empty soap like bush on her nose. She can get a fancy barber to shave her neck or head. Well, that's why I'm a bachelor and I don't intend to wed. Oh, that's why I'm a bachelor and I don't intend to wed.
Global Irish Radio is excited to partner with 950 WROL AM, the Spirit of Boston, to bring you portions of the Irish Hit Parade, providing the soundtrack to your weekend. Join Paul Sullivan on Saturdays 3 to 7 p.m. Irish time and famous Seamus Mulligan on Sundays 7 to 10 p.m. for a feast of Irish music. Streaming live from Boston right here on globalirishradio.com.
Good deeds are great things, and a single good deed can grow into a forest of kindness. At treedeeds.com, you can dedicate a tree in someone's honour and make a lasting impact on the planet. Each tree is deeded and comes with a personalised certificate, perfect for birthdays, holidays, memorials, or just because. Celebrate life, give back to nature, and leave a legacy that grows. Visit treedeeds.com today. That's treedeeds.com. Rooted in Ireland, gifted worldwide. The Last Rose of Summer is one of Ireland's most enduring and evocative ballads, steeped in melancholy and poetic beauty. The lyrics were written in 1805 by Thomas Moore, an Irish poet, singer, songwriter and entertainer, often considered Ireland's national bard. Moore penned the poem while staying at Jenkinstown Castle in County Kilkenny, inspired by a solitary blooming rose in the castle gardens as autumn set in. The lyrics speak to themes of fading beauty, loss, loneliness and mortality, common threads in Irish balladry. The poem was later set to the traditional Irish tune, Aisling an Ig Air, The Young Man's Dream, which gave it a hauntingly delicate melody that has captivated audiences for over 2 centuries. Moore's gift for weaving rich emotion into simple verse made the song instantly resonant both in Ireland and beyond. 'Tis the last rose of summer left blooming alone. All her lovely companions are faded and gone. These opening lines immediately establish the mood of quiet sorrow and reflection, which many interpret as a mediation on aging, the passage of time, or personal loss. Over the years, The Last Rose of Summer has been interpreted by a diverse range of artists, making it one of the most widely recorded Irish songs. In classical circles, it was famously arranged by Beethoven and Felix Mendelssohn, who both admired Moore's work. In more modern times, the song has been covered by Celtic Woman, John McCormack, Charlotte Church and Clannad, among others. Its adaptability across genres, from operatic renditions to delicate folk arrangements, speaks to its universal emotional appeal. The song remains a staple in both Irish traditional music and classical repertoires, often performed at memorials, concerts and cultural events. The Last Rose of Summer continues to bloom in the collective Irish memory, a testament to Thomas Moore's lasting influence and the poignant power of a single rose left behind.
Tis the last rose of summer left blooming alone. I'll not leave thee, thou lone one, to pine on the stem, since thy lovely are sleeping. Go sleep thou with them. Thus kindly I'll scatter thy leaves o'er the bed, where thy mates of the garden lie scentless and dead. So soon may I follow when friendships decay, and from love's shining circle the gems drop away. When true hearts lie withered and fond ones are flown. Oh, what inhabit this bleak world
Yes, musical soundings of Celtic Thunder, Local Call, pushing us ever closer to our finishing line this Wednesday on the Daily Crack. My name is Sean G. And you're listening to Global Irish Radio, globalirishradio.com or GIR.ie. Streaming on as many as 25 digital platforms on Alexa and the Global Irish Radio app. Take us with you. That's it off today. Thank you so much for your company since 3. Just before that there, we had Ronan Tynan, the majestic voice of Irish tenor Ronan Tynan, and The Last Rose of Summer. Stay tuned. Oliver is coming up right after this broadcast. Our quote of the day today comes from... Who does it come from? It comes from a boyo by the name of Albert Hubbard. Albert Hubbard. Albert says, do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. Good advice indeed. And indeed, don't take yourself too seriously either. We never do. Do not take your life, or do not take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive. So says Albert Hubbard. Wrapping up our show for this Wednesday. You can catch all previous episodes, and this show drops as a podcast later on today at thedailycrack.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow at 3. We'll leave you with Claire, My Heart, My Home, the Kilfenora Ceilidh Band, Jerry Lynch, and a bunch of guests. Happy Wednesday.
Tonight, dear friends, I'll sing a song. A toasting glass I'll raise to a place that means the world to me on the wild Atlantic way. A land where blessed feet once tread, where kings and princes roamed, a place of beauty and renown. Clare, my heart, my home. So raise your voices, one and all. Sing out, let it be known. The banners flying high tonight. In Clare, my heart, my home.
Liscannor Bay and Moher's Cliffs, great white Atlantic foam, and Burren's beauty uncompared, majestic land of stone. The rolling hills of Tala, Inchikrone and Craigallone, all jewels in the crown that is Clare, my heart, my home. So raise your voices, one and all, sing out, let it be known. The banners flying high tonight, in Clare, my heart, my home. Across this land our ancient roads, once built by holy hands, from Scattery to Corcomroe, from Killaloe to Quinn.
Kilfenora of the crosses, 7 carved from Burren stone, standing tall as sentinels of faith, in Clare, my heart, my home.